Hi everyone, and welcome to the next edition of News Bites with Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin, sponsored by Bank 59. I'm your host Sorrina Bee with your roundup of good news in the fight against hunger. Today we're here in Waukesha at St. Joe's Church for a hot meal distribution with our food pantry partners, Whitestone Warriors. And we're going to speak to the founders of Whitestone Warriors in just a moment. But first, we are excited to be joined by Bank 59 CEO, Tim Schneider. Tim, how are you doing?
I'm great, Serena. Thanks for having us today.
Well, Tim, we certainly appreciate Bank 59 sponsoring the News Bites series. And I wanted to ask you, what inspired you to get involved with Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin in the first place?
Well, as we understand it, Feeding America's money that's spent here and resources are spent in the community. It's spent in Wisconsin, which is great. And we realize there's a great need in our community. And we continue to support that as we understand that's an important issue in our communities these days.
And why was food security or hunger sort of an issue that you guys wanted to tackle?
Food insecurity is an issue all over. 1 in 5 children in Wisconsin unfortunately wrestle with food insecurity, and that leads to academic issues, leads to health issues, and as well adults affect their performance on a daily basis, and we think that's important.
Well, we also love the fact that you guys are helping us serve our neighbors in need. You're actually the brand new CEO at Bank 59. What are some of the goals that you have upcoming for the organization?
So Bank 59's been very charitable, both in time of our employees volunteering for various activities as well as the dollars we contribute in the communities, and we feel that's extremely important to continue to support organizations like Feeding America. Bank 59's been around 160 plus years, and our mission statement is making lives better, and we think that's really important, and Feeding America fits perfectly with that mission.
Well, we certainly appreciate your partnership. You're doing wonderful things with our organization, but stay tuned because we have more News Bites coming up next. Welcome back. Now we are joined by the founder of Whitestone Warriors, who is providing the hot meal distribution here at St. Joe's in Waukesha today. And he and his wife started the organization. So I want to find out a little bit more about how you guys came up with this idea and put it into action.
Well, it was my wife. I taught martial arts for 40 years. I go to conferences and stuff, and we were down in New Orleans, and we just kept running into homeless people. So then God was telling us we needed to do something. We got home, we loaded up 40 goodie bags, took it to Milwaukee, spent 4 hours in a blizzard, didn't see anybody. So I was like, oh, I'm done. She had other ideas. So we started about 6 years ago in Milwaukee. We still do Milwaukee. We do here Monday through Friday, but there's just the need. The need is the biggest thing that we run into, and we'll have anywhere from 12 to 15 daily here. Milwaukee, we run anywhere from, and that's at Kosciuszko Park, anywhere from 100 to 200 people.
That's amazing. And I understand that your wife, Wendy, who's also the co-founder, actually helps cook the meals and...
Well, it was just her and I. She's always doing the cooking. I was good at logistics, so I'm doing all the other stuff. And because it's grown so much and with people helping out, I mean, we moved 130,000 pounds of just redistributed food that was headed to the dump. Sure. And we've got bulk runs that we do now. We do 4 of those a week in different areas of Waukesha County and Milwaukee.
So what inspired you to reach out to Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin and see if there was an opportunity to collaborate?
Well, we had, it started with a bulk run idea we had at the Whitestone Community Church. We had some people there, I had extra food, so I started taking it there, and right before COVID hit, there was these farmers boxes the government were doing. They were big boxes, about $99 a piece, so we started hauling those every day. And after it shut down, we figured we were done, and people started calling, well, where's the food? What's the really unique thing about what we're doing, which isn't a whole lot compared, people that'll come here, we'll have one guy that'll come here, he'll grab extra meals, he takes it to other people in his building. Same thing at the bulk runs, they'll grab stuff for their neighbors and stuff. The worst thing is seeing the kids that don't have the food. Now we're trying to save the quick trip ready meals, prepackaged stuff that we can give the kids, because a lot of these guys don't get meals.
That's right.
You know, by the time they roll around lunch, they didn't have breakfast yet, so.
What has surprised you about launching this endeavor?
the fact that I'm still doing it.
Really? Yeah.
But right now we do 5 days a week here. We do the American Legion. We help a lot of the veterans. Milwaukee Veterans Homeless Initiative. We just recently linked with those guys. We took them 1,000 pounds of food. There's just people are calling from all over the place. So they kind of hear about what we're doing and they want to be a part of it. We get people that come by. We've got some great cooks, servers that'll come out. Other organizations know we're at. They'll stop and they'll offer their services. St. Joe's here has been absolutely wonderful. They recently opened up their food pantry the third Saturday of the month, each month. So we started hauling frozen meats to them too. So it's just everybody kind of helping everybody.
Yeah. Well, we obviously love to see that. We're all about serving our neighbors in need. We appreciate people like you stepping up to the plate and filling in the gap and providing hunger relief in our own neighborhoods. So
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
thank you for joining us, Bobby.
You're welcome.
Appreciate your time. That's Bobby with Whitestone Warriors. We want to thank Bobby with Whitestone Warriors, and we want to thank Bank 5-9 for sponsoring this edition of News Bites. I'm your host, Sorrina Bee. Thank you guys for joining us today. And if you want to volunteer or donate your time, you can visit the website at feedingamericawi.org. See you next time.